What's poppin', yo? Gucci Mane's wife really said something that got these chicks and even dudes mad angry, and it got some guys kind of happy and joyful, but I haven't seen a single chick that's really happy with what she said. So I'm gonna play you guys that clip right now.
Only thing Gucci gotta do is shower. He don't gotta do nothing else. I do everything for that man, but not because I have to do it. I want to. I enjoy taking care of him. I enjoy him just being happy and going to the studio and doing music. I don't want him to worry about the bills, worry about what he got to eat, worry about nothing. That man, all he got to do is bathe child and go do his shows and go to the studio. That is it. The wife takes care of everything else, and I love doing it. And if I don't do it, I would be miserable.
Why do you think you'd be miserable?
Because I want to take care of my man. I don't want nobody else to do it. I want you to pay so-and-so to do this. A chef, I cook for him. I buy his clothes. I do everything. And I want to keep the money at home.
Baby!
I want to keep the money in the bank.
Yes.
I invest. I do great investments. So it's like, the thing is, when you have a man, you want that man to need you, not want you. And Gucci needs me. He can't function without me. And that's what you want in a relationship.
So for those of you that are unfamiliar, this is Keyshia. She is married to Gucci Mane, and she was holding Gucci Mane down when he did his last stint in prison, which was a couple of years when the whole Free Gucci movement was happening. And then Gucci gets out and he gets on a song with Drake. I think the song was both, but I think there were two songs that they made together, and Gucci went on this run. He started signing people. He got healthier. He lost a ton of weight. He came out of prison. People started calling him a clone, which is just one of the funniest conspiracy theories ever. I imagine having cloning technology and thinking, hey, we're going to use this on Gucci Mane. Wow, that is hilarious. I'm pretty sure they just cloned like 15 Elon Musks or something like that. But anyway, aside from that point, I think the argument that's being had here is one that lends itself more to the whole gender wars that's been happening on social media for forever, even though these arguments have heated up a lot in the past couple of years. But I don't even think it's as much, or it should be as much about this whole gender war and roles stuff as it should be about, do you want a certain position and what are you willing to do to get that position and to keep that position? So they've been married for who knows how long. This is probably the longest relationship that Gucci Mane has been in. Gucci Mane has never said anything negative about her. He's only said positive things about her. She has only said positive things about Gucci Mane. And a really interesting thing about this woman is she had her own money. I believe she had her own business. I don't know if it was a cosmetics business or something like that, but they got married in 2017 and they had already been together for several years. And he proposed to her after this like Atlanta Hawks game. They had 2 kids together, and it's really crazy that people are trying to come at her when she's gotten every single thing she's wanted in her life that a lot of these chicks are hating on. So this lady was already successful before Gucci Mane. She didn't need Gucci Mane in her life. She didn't need Gucci Mane's money, and she could afford, and them two together can afford all of the things that people want or don't want to do, like cleaners and all of that. And she just said it's her disposition. She is naturally, or maybe she was raised that way, who knows, but she ended up being the type of woman that wants to care for her man in this way. But strategically, like, she gave game, which is, if Gucci Mane cannot operate without her, what is the likelihood of him leaving her? It's 0. And we've never seen them get into a fight. We've never seen her acting crazy or embarrassing him. We've never seen her like liking another dude pictures or commenting something. We've never seen her try to start drama on social media, which is something that can't even be said about like a Nyesha Curry, Steph Curry's wife, and even Savannah James recently. And then you've got LeBron James acting in a certain way because with the back and forth that he had with Kevin Gates. So this woman has been a standard for like what a rapper should look for in a wife. Granted, I just think a lot of rappers, they want these not gutter chicks in terms of, oh, the chicks are broke, but they want the excitement of the ups and downs with the chick. I think rappers are emotionally invested in that. I think a lot of guys are, just from what I've seen, because there's no way you choose somebody that everyone else knows and is telling you this is going to be chaos, and you're thinking, nah, this would be different. So it's been 9 years of marriage. We've never seen them have a potential breakup song. Shout out Ali and AJ. We've never seen that happen, which, keep in mind, they got married in October 17, 2017. She was already with the guy years prior, and she was holding him down while he was in jail. She made sure that he came out of jail with more money than he went in with. Now, how many are willing to do that? Like, she's got her own money. She could get another man, but she held this guy down. What she liked in Gucci Mane in particular, we don't know, but it doesn't even really matter. Also, this was at a time when Gucci Mane dropped his book, the autobiography of Gucci Mane, which who knows if she contributed to that. Like, she contributed to a lot of his deals. And I would compare her to Adrika, like Drika Gates, Kevin Gates' wife. Kevin Gates' wife was his manager for a very long time. And I think the ability, just number one, if they are able to do business together and they're able to stay together, that's already very, very impressive. Because even your family, who you genuinely love, and they will forever be with you. And even if your family is not that dysfunctional or dysfunctional at all, if you get into some business together, there's going to be friction. You know, personalities might clash, and some families have falling outs because of that, or family members have falling outs because of business. So for Adrika Gates, who managed Kevin Gates' career for so long, helped him blow up, etc., we've never seen her say anything bad about Kevin Gates either, him about her either. And even when Kevin Gates was doing this whole thing with Brittany Renner, that whole back and forth, Adrika Gates was just silent. She just played her position, and she's happy in that position. But this is the thing, like, these chicks that are upset with Keyshia, and they're like, oh, you shouldn't have to do this, I shouldn't have to do this, she's doing this. If you just do this, the dude's never gonna leave you. And they're like, oh, well, the guy's still gonna cheat. Well, we don't know the situation between her and Gucci Mane, but this is the scenario. If a guy is going to cheat, he's going to do it regardless of what you do. That's all there is to it. Now, I guess there are some guys that get driven to cheat. I don't know about that situation, but I think this lady shows something that is a lot more attainable for many rappers, like mid-tier rappers. Gucci Mane is a mid-tier rapper, not in terms of maybe legend status, but in terms of as popular as he is. Like, Gucci Mane is not doing, he's a mid-tier venue guy, he's a middle-tier sales guy, he's solid in the mainstream. I'm saying he has a long and deep catalog. Pause on that. He's not an A-lister. So he is showing how it can be done the best way possible for a rapper of his level. And to contrast that, like an A-lister or A-level, you could say, is Beyonce, Jay-Z, where they're both, or maybe even A$AP Rocky, Rihanna, where A$AP Rocky has fallen. He is not an A-list rapper anymore. Not sorry about that, Rocky, at all. We're just being honest here. I cannot lie to the people, and I can't lie to myself either, really. So I think this scenario is really good. I think a lot of people need to look more into it. I think if you are harmed, angered, emotionally, like jumping out emotionally at whatever she said, you got to look internally and be like, wait, hold on. Why am I upset or feeling anger at a woman talking about how happy she is in her situation that is coming up on, 10 years of the relationship and 8 years of marriage? And then you've got people like Offset and Cardi B, who it's been nothing but absolute chaos for the past 7 years. So we got 7-8 years of silence and peace between Gucci Mane, who has been to prison more times than we can count, and this lady. And we've got 7 years of absolute chaos and turmoil between Offset and Cardi B. So clearly, this lady and her man have some compatibility, and they're doing something that's working that Offset and Cardi B don't have. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed, and I'm gonna see y'all on the next one.